But as I was about to leave, she told me, "Don't embarrass me like that again."
One. Blocked.
Hi, I'm the Fire Guardian, and I'm back with Cemetery Mary. What are we doing? We're at a hardware store looking for this antifreeze that was used to poison this old man, I believe. Metal shelves. There's some snow stuff here. Shovels, gloves, and antifreeze. Oh, look at me on the first try. Though none of these look like the bottle I was looking for. Never mind. It's a lot of blue and green and even some pink, but nothing with this purpley magenta color. Maybe we're going off track? Whenever I hear things about the butcher, it was always something, it was always about something violent. So, how does that correlate with this? Oh, okay, that's what that meant. Are we really on the right track? Or is this case something else entirely? It smells bad, okay. I thought about climbing it, but I was worried I might get in trouble. I guess I have to wait for an employee to come by and help me. I looked very hard, but I didn't find anything. Huh. Twyla and I tried out a few different stores, but no one seemed to have what we were looking for. Anything that was purple wasn't antifreeze, and anything that was antifreeze wasn't purple. And even when we asked the employees, they didn't seem to know what we were talking about. Huh. Even showing on the label, they would say they'd never seen antifreeze or coolant packaging like that in their lives. Our efforts seemed fruitless, so eventually we just gave up. At least for the day, that is. Twyla didn't even offer me a ride home or anything. She seemed really fed up. I guess I could see why. I just ended up heading back home after that. We had the we had spent a while out together, and it wasn't as if I could do much more today. The day was pretty exhausting anyways. So I went home to do all the usual evening things, and night proceeded as normal. Alright, we're asking a stranger for more questions, so we gotta be on to something. Can I ask you a strange question? Are you there? Where are you? I'm here. What was your question? Have you been to the hardware store recently? That's a strange question. Why do you ask? Can you just answer it, please? I have not. Don't really see why that's important. Did something happen? No, no, I was just curious, that's all. But if you haven't, then it doesn't matter. If you say so. Okay. Do you believe in ghosts? Do you? I like to. Then I do too. Huh? That's not. You can't just believe in them if I do. Why can't I? I trust your judgment. So if there's something you believe in, then I believe in them too. I guess I can't stop you. Good night, Mary. Whoa, okay. It's been a few days since then. More than a few. Things have been very quiet. I stay home, I go out, but nothing new or interesting has really happened. I don't hear a lot from Twyla anymore. I want to message her sometimes, but I'm afraid she's mad at me or something like that. I haven't been a lot of help to her, and when I try, well, I just mess it all up, I guess. Maybe it's better if she didn't ask for my help. It's not like I know how any of this works. Maybe she should have just interviewed me and been done with it. Then she wouldn't have to get frustrated with me all the time. Crovin's gone out today, even with all this rain. I guess he really hates staying home. I mean, maybe I'd be out too if I had somewhere to go. As much as I love the cemetery, walking around it in muddy shoes is less than ideal. I can handle it for a little while, but not as long as I like to stay. There's a library and all too, but I still have books here, and that's not really worth getting soaking wet for. Cemetery. I keep thinking of that dream I had there. I had to have just been imagining it, right? There's no way that was really Ed's ghost. Unless it was. It's almost like the book I read that talked about how ghosts were on a different plane. Is that the kind of plane it was talking about? But if so, how come more people don't see ghosts in their dreams? They probably do and don't realize it. Maybe they do. Yeah. If I'm seeing ghosts in my dreams, does that mean my dreams, my mom and dad mean? Wait. I wasn't able to consider that possibility much longer before my phone buzzed with a text message. It was Twyla. Hey. Hi. It's been a while. Is everything okay? No. Oh? Why not? Because we haven't found fucking shit. That's why not. Well, she seemed as usual. Have you been able to find that antifreeze? Did she just say she was able to find anything? No. Even looking online, I can't find anything similar. I'm beginning to wonder if it's even antifreeze at all. Shoot, that's what I'm wondering. How do you mean? I know what we think it is. And even if my analysis showed it was the same, I don't know. Maybe it's just something that has antifreeze in it? I don't know. Something isn't adding up. Do you have any idea who it might be at least? I do, actually. But I still don't have enough evidence to go off of and prove that it's him. You think it's Reginald? Him? Reginald Tetra. Wait, really? I know you said he was a suspect earlier, but I don't know. He always seemed pretty nice whenever I talked to him. Girl, that don't mean nothing. Of course he does. If you were a killer, would you act outwardly suspicious? He's probably only nice so that you don't suspect him of doing anything wrong. Ooh. Still, what gives you the idea that it's him? Do you remember how I said I worked in the library for a little while? I do. Well, I remember he would always try to hide or cover the books he was reading, as if he never wanted anyone to know. But once I was able to catch sight of one of the books before he put it back on the shelves, it was about poisons. I didn't think too much of it at the time. It was a while ago, before this all started. But it stuck out to me, especially considering he was always so secretive about what he read. It seems very relevant now, doesn't it? Do you think he's been referencing that book? That he's poisoning people? That's a high possibility. At the very least, it's the only lead I have right now, which brings me to believe it's him. I never trusted that man. The only thing is I have no other proof, and I don't think I could get any closer to him without appearing suspicious myself. You bring up a good point. I guess he could be a suspect, but I'm still having a hard time believing it's him. But then again, you've known him longer than I have, I guess. Listen, Mary, I know a lot of people in this town, but no one has ever struck me with more suspicion than Reginald Tetra. I think if we're going to set our sights on any suspect, it should be him. She seems so certain of it, but she's giving me no real reasons to suspect him. Besides, he seems so friendly and sociable. He's been so nice to me every time I met him. I don't want to think he would do something like that. Well then, Twy, if you're so certain it's him, why don't you contact the police? For them to do what? I'm sure if they look into it, they'll find something. The police are a bunch of fucking idiots and full of scummy fucking people. We've been over this. Okay. Even if that wasn't the case, I don't want to be involved in any investigation of theirs. Okay, so she's not the feds. She's not the popo. Okay. Can't you send in an anonymous report or something? Do you really think any of those reports actually stay anonymous? Do you realize how easy it is to get information, Mary? Even just texting this over the phone with you makes me concerned. If anyone sees these texts and knows what we're doing, it could be a lot of trouble. That's why I want to get this over with as quickly as possible. And the quickest way to do that is to decide on who's responsible, then out them. Just like that? Is she so certain that it's him? She's willing to accuse him just on a whim? If we can prove that Reginald was purchasing large amounts of antifreeze, then at least we'll be able to have a bit of evidence to go by. The thing is, just because he killed this man doesn't mean it's connected to the rest of the murders. I don't know, man. And you turn that into the authorities? Because, I mean, they'll have to get involved at one point, right? Eventually. But that's for me to worry about. I just need a more clear indicator pointing towards him and I'll be all set. It's just frustrating knowing the proof I'm looking for is so close and yet so out of reach. Hey, this is gonna sound really weird, but I have an idea that might help actually. Really? Yeah. It's like, maybe. Okay, so, if you can, I want you to collect a list of everyone you think might have been killed by the butcher and bring it to the cemetery tomorrow. I don't know if it'll work, but if it helps even a little, it's worth a shot, I think. Mary, what the ever-loving fuck are you talking about? It's hard to explain, but trust me, I think I can make it work. Whatever you're planning sounds stupid, but fine. I'll be there tomorrow morning, but I have a meeting in the afternoon. So it better be quick, and it better be helpful. If everything goes how I'm hoping it will, then it should be. You can't see it, but I'm sighing. Very well. See you tomorrow. Yes, you too. Alright. If this ghost thing is real, then I should be able to talk to one of them too, right? Ed's dream proves stuff in the real world for me, so maybe that'll be the same here. And since they were there, they can tell me exactly what happened. Can they? That'll prove it, right? Twyla met me by the cemetery like we agreed. She was tapping her foot impatiently in front of the gate. It took you long enough to get here. My bus runs on a schedule. I'm sorry. She had the list in her hand like we agreed. Walking into the cemetery, we looked for the people that were on her list. People who died shortly around the time rumors of the killer came to be. After a bit of walking, we actually managed to find two of the people on the list right next to each other. Alright, so we found them. Now what? Are you going to tell me what your idea was exactly? Oh, right. So, remember when you saw me and Reginald in the cemetery together? Yeah. Well, that's because he found me sleep on one of the graves. Wow. Just when I thought you couldn't try any harder to be golfed. You're so annoying. Huh? Continue. Oh, so when I was asleep, that was when I talked to Ed. That's how I knew about the antifreeze, remember? So maybe I'll sleep on their graves like I did Ed. Maybe I'll talk to them too and they'll tell me what happened. Oh, for the love of... Come on, at least let me try it. Even if it's just a weird premonition or something. Maybe it'll offer us some insight. You dragged me out here for this? I'm trying to take this seriously, Mary. I don't have time for stupid fucking shit like this. I am being serious. But please, at least give me a chance. Fine. You have 30 minutes, so choose one of them. I'm waking you up when it's over. Okay, I can do that. Twyla wants me to choose one person to talk to. I guess I can always talk to the other when she's gone, but I need the person I choose to be enough to convince her that I'm not playing around. There's a boy and a girl here. I don't actually know their circumstances of their death, so I guess I'll just go with my gut instinct. Okay, girl. I laid on top of the grave and gently shut my eyes. It felt weird to be doing this purposely this time, but I was prepared and made sure I woke up extra early today so that I'd be able to fall asleep with no problem. It happened. Just like the last time I woke up in an unfamiliar place. But getting a closer look, this place seemed more familiar than I thought. Huh? I recognize this place. I looked up at the building before me. Its flowy awning didn't wave in the wind like it usually does, but the glass door was propped open, as if inviting me in. I guess this was my destination. I cautiously took a step inside. The restaurant was completely empty, and things seemed to be covered in a fine layer of dust. I heard about this place being closed temporarily, but the way it looked now made it look as if it had been abandoned for years. Ah, there's a girl here. She didn't seem to acknowledge me when I came in, but she was the only other person here. I approached her. Oh. As I got closer to the girl, I noticed her playing with her hair. And as she moved it away from her face, I could see the horrible rash that covered her. The dizzy way she was standing made it seem like she was so exhausted. What happened to her? Who's there? Oh, I'm sorry. I should have made myself known. You're Merlot, right? Merlot Colette? Did I scare you? Not at all. I could sense you coming. You smell like pretty flowers and old friends. Uh, oh, thank you? Though I can't say I know you. I don't think that's quite true. Well, anyways, I'm really sorry. I don't have a lot of time here. Can I ask you some questions about how you got here? Well, it's been a while since I've been here. Here. What does that mean? I only got here when you did. What? I haven't been to this place since that awful date. You had a bad date here? Well, my date was nice. My meal? Not so much. I have an allergy, so... so that's how... that... I don't know how to say this without being, You got that rash on your face? Mm-hmm. I always break out like this when I have nuts. I guess they accidentally put some in my food. I see. I'm really sorry. It's strange, though. What I ordered was never supposed to come with nuts of any kind. And I used my EpiPen, too. So, I just don't know what went wrong. I thought I'd wake up in a hospital. But turns out it's not at all. Turns out it's not at all, I guess. I'm very sorry. Was there anything else strange? How so? Did you see anybody maybe suspicious? Not that I can think of. But now that you mention it. Oh? That was another unusual flavor. It was really bitter. I tried to wash it down with some of my wine, but it didn't help at all. It was even like the more I drank, the more I tasted that awful flavor. Guess it didn't mix well with alcohol. But I stomached it anyways. I figured it was just a vegetable I wasn't used to. And I felt it like it was burning, but maybe that was just the nuts. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling me. Can I, maybe look at your food before I go to see what was in it? Sure, if you like. Not like I'll be eating it anymore. I bent down and inspected the food that had been scattered across the floor. It just looked like some salads to me. Tossing over them, I noticed what could have been nuts, but I'm honestly not sure. I also looked over to her spilled wine glass. Did I dare taste it? It was kind of gross, already being on the floor and all, and I don't even like alcohol, but it burned. I guess this time's up. I was awoken by Twyla, who roughly shook me awake. She was clearly running low on patience. Well, did you find out anything? Or did you just waste my time? Huh? Sorry, I'm still a little drowsy. Well, snap out of it. Tell me what you learned. There was a girl there at a restaurant. The one that's been closed for a little while. She had an allergic reaction to her food. Is that all? No, it wasn't just that. There was something in her food, too. I thought it was just red wine, but it burned as soon as I put it in my mouth. Do you think that's... Oh, definitely. I knew for a fact it was. You did? I recently heard from an inside source that they had found traces of something else in the girl's food after claiming she died of an allergy. Really? I heard there was some incident there, but I never heard of that. Heard that. Of course you didn't. Because they don't want you to know. Who doesn't? I have to get going, Mary. But I have to say, I don't know how you did it, but this ability of yours seems like it'd be useful to me. I'll get back to you on this later. Alright. Twyla left to go to her meeting, leaving me stranded there. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for the rest of the day, but I'm glad I was finally able to be of use somehow. I actually felt pretty good leaving the cemetery. That is until I walked out of the gates and saw him there waiting for me. Croven? Oh gosh, he's gonna catch me with Twyla. I didn't know you... Mary, what the fuck was that? Huh? Who were you talking to in there? Oh, that's Twyla. She's my friend, I think. I know who Twyla is. Oh, really? I didn't know you knew her. You two don't really seem like the type to hang out together, but... This is who you've been hanging out with so much. Huh? Yeah, why? Twyla is a fucking madman. Stay away from her. Huh? That girl's the reason that... that girl's the reason that the fucking devil hides in hell. Don't hang out with her anymore. I mean, we're not really hanging out. We're actually trying to figure out... I don't give a shit what you're doing. I want you to stay the fuck away from her. Wait, can you please... Well, you're clearly not listening to me. Aren't we supposed to be friends? Haven't we always known each other? And yet you don't want to trust me on this? I know her better than you, Mars. So stay the fuck away from her. Or stay the fuck away from me. Yeah. Croven angrily stormed off after that. I felt so conflicted. Croven never used to get mad at me like that. I know Croven doesn't like her for a reason, but I know Twyla isn't a bad person. She may do some devious things, but I know she's doing them for good reasons. She has to care about people, putting her life on the line and try to stop a potential killer. She may not be nicest in personality, but she's good in heart. Sure. Right? The rest of my day after that was uninteresting. But Croven didn't talk to me for the rest of the night when I got home. Maybe that was for the best. Besides, I could always rely on someone else to talk to me at night. And then he slumped away. I see. I'm sorry you're faced with that. It's whatever, I guess. He's always in a bad mood lately, so I try not to take it too personally. Do not. I don't. Just wondering, but if you were in my shoes, do you think I should trust him on it? I can't answer that for you. They're your friends, not mine. How do you feel towards them? I don't know if these options matter. I want to believe Croven's just trying to protect me. Well, the boy I'm friends with, I know he's just been going through a lot recently. I don't know what problems he had with the girl, but I can understand why someone wouldn't like her. And I can see why he might not want me to hang around with her. I think I have to keep helping her though. I promise I would after all. And it's for a good reason. But I'll try to be more patient with him. And maybe try to ensure him that I trust his judgment too. I think that's very fair of you. I hope everything works out between you and your friends. Thanks, I think. Good night, Mary. That's weird. I had pretty decent sleep despite everything that was bugging me. Before I even got out of bed that day, my phone started buzzing with text messages. It was Twyla. Mary, are you there? I need you for something. If I'm thinking correctly, you'd be able to help me with this very well. I'm not sure what I should do. I want to help Twyla, but Croven was really mad yesterday to see me with her. If I don't help, she might be missing out on evidence because of me. But if I go with her and Croven finds us together again, it will result in him feeling even worse. I don't want him to be upset with me again, but I don't want Twyla to get upset with me either. Do I really have a choice here? We're gonna have to stay the fuck away from Croven this playthrough. And I hit my mic again, sorry. I decided to respond to Twyla, telling her I could make it. Good. I assume you're going to tell me to meet you by the cemetery again, so I'll see you there at 12. Don't be late. Not wanting to be late, but not wanting Croven to possibly ask where I was going, I quietly got changed and slipped out the front door. Nervously waited for the bus, hoping I wouldn't see him until later tonight. I hopped off the bus and started to make my way towards the cemetery. I was really hungry. I probably should have picked up something to eat back at the house, but I guess I was too scared of possibly running into Croven there and having to explain where I was going in such a hurry. Twyla met me at the designated time and place, and I asked where we would be going today. The hardware store. Again? The hardware store? Didn't we already check most of them? Yes, but someone I talked to recently provided me with some important information the other day. I've heard that our main suspect visits this specific one at least once every 2 weeks. So if that's true, it seems like today would be the day he shows up. So, are we just going to wait there until he does? We might have to. But what if he doesn't? Are you doubting me? Well, no, but... Good, then let's go before we miss him. I headed back down to the hardware store with her. Though I wasn't sure what her plan was. If we do catch him buying something, is that really proof he's the culprit? We arrived. Except for no one here except for the few employees. It's pretty much empty. On Twyla's instruction, we waited for Reginald to stop in. But as long as we waited there, we didn't see him. We looked around the store several times, but still nothing. Though I lost Twyla a few times. So a part of me wondered if she was trying to keep me busy. But that doesn't make sense. Because if she really wanted to sneak around, then she wouldn't have invited me in the first place. So why did she invite me? I was considering asking Twyla if we should leave. I had Reginald's phone number. I had considered asking Twyla if I should text him, but that would be suspicious if I did, wouldn't it? Hey, are you going to the hardware store today? Why? Oh, no reason. How did I know? Haha, I didn't. Yeah, that would probably be way too suspicious. I wouldn't want to ruin Twyla's plan or anything. Whatever it may be. I sat near the front of the store, waiting for anybody to stop in. We were quiet, as Twyla was busy texting somebody. I don't know who, but I guess it was important as she responded to them for a long time. and she kind of ignored me as she continued to text him. The sound of her fingers against the screen was rapid, so it had to be important somehow. So I just let her text, trying to think of something we could do until he got here. If he even got here. I considered getting up and making another round around the heart restorer when Huh? Out of one of the aisles, Reginald walked by, pushing a cart in front of him. But how? When? We never saw him enter the store or saw him the entire time we were walking around. Could he have been here and we just missed him? But his cart had more than a few items in it, so he had to have been here at least a while looking for it all, right? However, it happened. We finally managed to spot him. He spotted us as well. He gave us a small smile and a wave as he walked past the checkout counter. He raised a finger to us and gestured as if to say, just a minute, as all his stuff got packed into plastic bags. I turned to Twyla to gauge her reaction, but I couldn't read anything past her usual poker face. She was just staring intently at him, as if analyzing him. I wish I just knew what she was thinking. Then she began to walk away from me. I didn't understand why, and I almost followed her until I noticed Reginald walking towards me, wearing a smile on his face and bags in his hands. Hello, Mary. I didn't expect to see someone like you here. Out again with Twyla today? Oh yeah. We were just here, buying new tools. Hammers, nails, wrenches, all that sort of stuff. Really? What for? Just some general repairs around the house. And like, adding new shelves and stuff. Twice said she would help me with them, so we came today to go pick some stuff up. Oh, that isn't necessary at all. How do you mean? You have my phone number, right? If you need something fixed, just call me up. I have a full toolbox and am very experienced at fixing things together. I won't even charge you for it. Oh, don't be silly. Of course I would pay you if you did that stuff for me. No, really. It would be my pleasure. Thank you, then I'll keep it in mind. So what brings you here today? Me? Oh, nothing important. Just picking up some stuff I need for the apartment, that's all. Even with how much rent I pay, I still have to take care of everything myself. Sorry, that sounds troublesome. Why are you apologizing? It isn't your fault. Well, yes, but still. Well, how to be going now, I suppose. My errands aren't going to take care of themselves. Let's say, next time you need to come here, reach out to me, won't you? I'd love to tag along, and I'll be able to help you a bit too. I'll remember that. After that, Reginald left out the door waving goodbye. Twyla walked back over to me after having been watching from the sidelines all the time. Twy? What was the point of that? You didn't even talk to him and he walked right out the door. Yeah, but did you see what he bought just now? Oh, no, should I have? Within his purchases, I saw him buy antifreeze. Not with the kind of gallon we were looking for, but he did buy it. On top of that, he's bought rat poison, insecticide, and rope? Well, that stuff doesn't inherently mean he's using it for anything bad. Are you gonna report that, though? No. You're gonna pursue him. Before he gets far enough, I want you to go out there and ask to help him. Hey, what? Isn't he our main suspect? Don't you think he's dangerous? And you want me to go with him? For whatever bizarre reason, he seems to have taken a liking to you, right? So you can probably get a lot out of him. Twyla, I don't know about this. Why not? You're the one who said he's not inherently doing bad things anyways, right? So you should have no reason to be scared. Besides, I have to take care of something else anyways. What? But I'll have my phone on me the whole time. So hurry. Go out there and catch up to him. And text me any updates. If things start going really bad, you can just call for help. Heh. I should know. No, what? That you would rather chicken out and let more people die. She is so annoying. Oh my gosh. Should I even be surprised though? Of course you want that to happen. Girl, shut up. Hindering your progress. I ran out the door as fast as I could. Even though I didn't say anything, I think Twyla could tell I was going out after Reginald like she wanted me to. To my surprise, he actually wasn't that far down the street. I was surprised to see him on the street at all, actually. I guess he was taking a bus like I do, or maybe his car was just parked far. Whatever the reason, it worked out well for me as I was able to skip up to him pretty quickly. Reginald, wait a moment. Oh, I'm sorry. Is everything alright? Well, you see, back there, Twyla mentioned to me you were, oh my gosh. You were, buying rat poison? Oh, yes. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but my apartment has been having a bit of a rat problem lately. My landlady won't do anything about it, so it's up to me, I suppose. She doesn't even answer her door anymore. Can you believe that? So I guess I ought to take care of it before my neighbors start having rodent problems too. Well, I don't think you should kill them. They probably just didn't have anywhere to go. It's not fair to them. I'm sorry, but I don't think there's much I can do at this point. Well, I'm actually pretty good with animals. What, you gonna go play with the rats? Especially small ones. Is that so? Yeah, so maybe I can come over. Ew. What are you going to do? And I'll try to help you with them so you won't have to kill them. I don't know. I appreciate your concern, but are you sure that's something you want to do? Yes, absolutely. Well, alright, if it means that much to you. When would you like to come over? Oh, I was thinking like, right now? Oh, that's so last minute. You're not even giving me time to straighten things out. I can't possibly have you over right now. I just die of embarrassment. Or maybe you die of fright. Please? The problem will be over sooner if you let me come now. Well, alright. Keep driving hard, bargain. My car is just around this corner, and the drive shouldn't be too long. Oh, good. Hopefully I can help at least a little bit. Like Reginald said, we got into his car and around the corner. Once I was buckled inside, I messaged Twyla. I'm in his car, we're heading to his apartment. Perfect. Make sure to snoop around while you're there. I don't know. I said I was going to help with a rat problem. So, even more of an excuse to be snooping around. You have to look for that rat, right? I guess so. Text me when you get there. Make sure you talk to him on the ride over. If you spend all your time texting me, he may think you're up to something. Right. I put my phone down and took a deep breath. Everything about this felt uncomfortable. Going over to Reginald was just to spy through his things. That's not right. But if he really is dangerous, maybe that makes it okay. But if he isn't, then... And if he is dangerous, then I have to be extra careful. I don't know what he could do. I mean, I don't know him that well. And here I am heading to his house. I'll just be on my toes. So have you worked with rodents before? We're just gonna say kinda. Oh, kinda. I know a lot of people are scared by them, but they don't bother me any. Reginald and I spoke as he drove. I actually had a pet tarantula when I was younger. I know it's not exactly the same, but it's an unconventional pet, I guess. Fascinating. I've never been much of an animal person myself, but who knows? Maybe that would change if I got a pet. Unfortunately, my apartment doesn't allow them. It's a shame too. A cat would be most handy in the situation. I suppose so. I guess I'll be your cat stand-in? Seems so. How do you plan to catch it, if I may ask? Oh, I'll get a feel for your apartment first, and I'll see the best method to go about it. Sounds reasonable to me. Eventually, we made it to Reginald's apartment building. Most of the apartment buildings within the city are kind of cramped. Reginald's was not much different. Despite this, it didn't look half bad. The outside seemed pretty clean, and there was a parking lot right next to the building. It was convenient that he did not have to park on the street. Pulling up to it, it was also a lot bigger than I had anticipated. Wow, this place is huge. Oh, please, it only looks big from the outside. It only looks nice from the outside, too. Still, this seems like a nice place to live. It works, I suppose. Though I think one day I'd like to have a house. I like my privacy and alone time. Really? But you're so open and friendly. Huh, you think so? I don't quite see things that way. We stepped inside Reginald's apartment, and already I could see what he meant when he said it looked nicer from the outside. It wasn't terribly dirty, but it definitely looked like there was some dust about. On top of that, it was incredibly plain. Dull of anything except doors, and an elevator and a stairwell. Not even a decorative plant. Is this a different apartment? Well, we never saw the outside when we went to his place before. To top it off, there was a faint smell in the air that was just not good. I don't quite know how to describe it, but it was definitely unpleasant. I'm on the top floor. Our elevator's broken, however. Okay, it's the same building. So I hope you don't mind taking the stairs. That's fine, I don't mind one bit. As we walked up the stairway, I texted Twyla to let her know I arrived, as well as to his address, just in case she needed that information later. Reginald's apartment was on the 5th floor. It was a long way up the stairs. And once you were at the top, it felt incredibly high up. I was like looking out the windows in a narrow hallway as he fumbled with his keys to unlock the apartment door. It only occurred to me after the fact that I probably should have offered to hold his bags for him, but I was distracted. He got the door open and then welcomed me inside. Well, here we are. I hope you forgive how messy things are right now. Messy? Reginald had nothing out except his furniture. None of it seemed overly dusty or anything. Well, I suppose I should. Just then, Reginald got a phone call. Ah, terribly sorry, but I believe I have to take this. I'll just be a moment. Please, do make yourself at home. Reginald excused himself to what seemed like his bedroom. I took a quick glance at my surroundings to get a feel for things and where I should look for evidence, I guess. Reginald's apartment felt a bit smaller than what I expected. He seemed very minimalist. I don't know how much he was allowed to change about his apartment, but even still, I don't know how much evidence I could find when it seemed like he hardly owned anything to begin with. I took out my phone to text Twyla. I hope she would respond quickly before Reginald came back. I'm in his apartment now. I'm not sure what to do. He left to take a phone call. I know I should look for evidence, but I don't know where to look. I'll fucking look somewhere and try at least, instead of texting me. Even something small could be important. Right? I'm just like, girl, why are you texting her? Just look. Okay, then. I mean, she is right. I gotta look somewhere. Kitchen cabinet seemed like a good place. Maybe? I couldn't find much in there. The only thing the only really drank later, but it was kept around the sink. That's not weird. I feel I probably do not have a lot of time. I don't think there's anything. Let me go to the bathroom. Open the door to the Reginald's bathroom. It was pretty tiny, cramped even for a 1 bedroom apartment. I looked in some of the drawers. There was nothing that really struck me as suspicious here. I left the bathroom. Hallway? I peered out in the hallway using the peephole. Oh, that's not what I meant. It sounded like as they were talking to someone out in the hallway. Open drawer to the end table that was sitting behind the couch. There was nothing really in there except some keys and some spare change. Close the drawer. Didn't he just go in the bedroom? I quietly snuck over to where he was talking on the phone. Felt bad listening to his conversation, but couldn't really hear what he was saying. But he sounded frustrated, not angry, just frustrated. I stepped away from the door. Okay, well, that's it. I was having difficulty finding things suspicious. I was about to text Twyla and ask if she had any ideas what to do, but before I was able to text her, I was hit again with an unusual and unpleasant smell. It was stronger this time. It was definitely something in his apartment. I followed the scent to a door at the end of the hallway in the apartment. It led me to the room with an oddly placed wardrobe in it. The smell was coming from this. Is this not actually something weird? Or is it what it's presenting itself as? Twyla, there's a weird smell in the apartments. I think it's coming from a wardrobe in here. Is it locked? I don't know. I haven't tried to open it yet. Do I dare open it? What if there really is something in there? What if there's a body in there? What would I do? Would I just pretend I didn't see it? You would have to pretend you didn't see it. Would I run out? Would he know? Mary, are you okay? Have you opened it yet? No. Well, what are you waiting for? You don't want to get caught by him. Tyler was right. I didn't want to get caught. And knowing that what was in there was important. Even if it was something pretty. Is it the antifreeze? I reached your hand forward, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is Reginald. Oh, the wardrobe shook? The wardrobe just shook. Really? You better open it then. Again, she was right. I don't have a lot of time. And if it moved like this, something or someone had to be in there. I had to know. Or else I'm just letting another person. Bro, really open the door. I reached my hand towards the handle. It wasn't locked. And inside. If there's somebody in there, I'm going to scream internally. Because it's too early in the morning. It was a nest of rats. Did he know they were in his wardrobe like this? Just like Reginald said he had been having a problem with. It looked as though the mama had become a mama not so long ago. I guess that explains the smell and the shaking. I felt bad having doubted him now. It seemed as if I woke up the rats. That moment, the mom looked like he was gonna attack me, but Reginald was there. He held the door shut just in time. Reginald, I'm so sorry. I can explain. I was looking for the... No, it's quite alright. You went looking for the rat by yourself, right? But it was irresponsible of me to let you do that on your own. If that's rat, if that rat's infected with something and bit you, then yeah. Oh, I would just feel so awful. Hey, it's okay. I'm fine, see? I shouldn't have been looking through your stuff like that. That was really awful of me. I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm the one who's sorry letting you come over. My apartment is in such a state. I'm sorry. It's probably better if you leave now. That's understandable. I'm very sorry. I apologized to Reginald a few more times before I left for good, but he assured me each time he was sorry. He was the sorry one. He looked really embarrassed. I felt so bad. He asked if I wanted to ride home, but I told him it was okay and I'll just take the bus. He was also kind enough to assure me he would look for a rat specialist or something to pick them up rather than use the poison, because he knew how much it bothered me. He was sweet. As I hopped on the bus home, I checked my phone. Mary, are you okay? Did you find anything? Sorry, I didn't respond earlier. I opened the wardrobe, but there were just some rats in there after all. Damn it, that doesn't help our case at all. Actually, there was something a bit unusual I spotted while I was there. What was it? You said he brought rope earlier, right? Yeah, why? Well, when I opened the closet, I noticed that there was already some in there. Is that so? What do you think he needs it for? Twyla? Hey, are you there? It's late. I wasn't sure you were still going to message tonight. I just had a busy day. Understandable. As did I. For some reason, I have a feeling our days were busy in different ways. That's probably true. You must be tired then, after such a busy day. I guess so. Well, I won't keep you longer than I have to. As long as you're safe, that's all that matters. Hoping to see you soon. Good night, Mary. Hmm? Good night. Thank you. It's been a few days. I haven't heard a lot from Twyla, but I guess that's expected. Normal people scare bees? That's hilarious. She doesn't really update me on our situation, but I guess that's alright. She seems to have everything under control, I guess. She only really calls me when she needs me for things. Other times, we just happen to run into each other. But I'm okay with that. Really, I am. This is a really big thing after all, and it's kind of her thing more than it is mine. Like, I'm just kind of sidekicking all this. I know it's really important, not just to her, so I try not to add more stress on her shoulders. Even if I know I get on her nerves sometimes. I wish these weren't so expensive. I mean, I know I'm not poor, but with these prices I will be. Is that my phone? It is. It's a text from Twyla. Does she need me for something? It's a good thing I'm already out, if that's the case. Hey Mary, you there? Thanks for your help a few days ago. You actually helped me a lot. I'm very appreciative. You did a terrific job. You really think so? I'm so happy to hear that. Even if I don't see how I really helped that much. I have a question for you, although it's kind of last minute. Hmm? Do you want to come over for dinner tonight? I really don't. Whoa, really? I mean, sure, I guess, but why do you ask? It is kind of sudden after all. Yeah, I know. It's kind of like a family dinner thing. I wasn't going to invite you, but my uncle suggested I do so. Since you've been helping me out so much, he thought it would be the polite thing to do. And he's right. That's why I'm inviting you now. You don't have to say yes, but again, it's just a polite thing to do. Well, yeah, I can come. It sounds really nice. Thanks for inviting me. So you're coming then? Alright. I can have my driver pick you up. Send me your address and I'll forward it to you. No. Oh, that won't be necessary. I'm just gonna be at the cemetery again. Really? Yeah. It's just easiest. Whatever. Just make sure you're ready. When time came to be, I was waiting by the cemetery like I said I would be. I recognized the car and license plate from the last time we drove together and got in. The chauffeur was the same too. The chauffeur. He didn't say a word to me and I didn't say a word to him. It was a very quiet drive as we made our way to Twyla's house. Upon driving there, it had already turned dark. I noticed that the fountain in front of her house had been lit up. It cast a very elegant glow all around. I also noticed there was quite a few cars in the driveway, or parking area. I don't know how to describe it. It was large and made of bricks, and there were cars. There were a lot of cars there. That made me kind of nervous. I know she said it was a family dinner, but this seemed like a lot of people. Would I really be okay being here? It already seemed like I didn't belong. I got out of the car, and it drove off as soon as I closed the door behind me. I guess I had no option to turn back now. I climbed up the stairs, and upon making it to the top, rang the doorbell. Without even being inside. Oh, wait, since it's late, I think she might actually have to drive me back this time, unless the buses are still running by the time this ends. Or is she gonna have me spend the night here? I don't know. I could hear all the commotion going on within. Without even hearing her come to the door, she opened it suddenly. And quite honestly, I didn't expect to see her dressed like that. Oh. Whoa. Oh, you made it after all. I was beginning to think you canceled on me. Was there a lot of traffic? Or was my driver late getting you? No, but you're dressed a lot more fancy than I anticipated. Here, come inside. I don't want to let bugs in by keeping the door open. As I stepped inside, there were many people, all talking and chatting. Some had glasses of whatever alcohol it was. Some had little plates with them. But all of them were dressed extremely formally. Like party formal. The type of stuff you wear at weddings or extravagant sweet 16s. Twyla, this is so embarrassing. You didn't tell me people were gonna be dressed like this. Or that there was gonna be so many of them. I feel so embarrassed. Why didn't you tell me? I would have at least dressed up more. No, don't be dramatic, you're fine. You're dressed semi-formally all the time anyways. I have to go make sure dinner is running smoothly, but you can do what you want until then. Just as long as you're not snooping through my things or anything. Wait, I can't just stay with you? You're the only person I know here, Twy. No offense, but you'll just get in my way. You'll be fine though. See you during dinner. Twyla left shortly after that, leaving me to wonder why I had agreed to come to this in the first place. That's what I'm wondering. When she said family dinner, I guess I imagined something much different. A quaint event with some extended family and a nice meal. This was... definitely some sort of party she was throwing. I don't know how many of these people were actually family, but I don't think it was more than obvious I think it was more than obvious that I wasn't. I felt like everyone was staring at me. It brought back bad memories of mine. I tried to find some place where I could sit and not bother anyone until dinner was ready. Eventually, I found the couch in her living room was surprisingly empty, and I took a seat. I tried to look as normal as possible. I already didn't feel welcome here. I didn't want to take up more room than necessary. I tried to stay on my phone for the most part, but it felt rude to be doing so. Even though I wasn't talking to anybody anyways. I just felt inconsiderate to be on my phone. Putting it down didn't really help how I felt though. Although I didn't join into any conversation, I did hear one that caught my attention. Don't give me that look. You know this place. The bookstore on the 4th, run by the old guy. Oh, that one? The bookstore on 4th? That was the bookstore Twyla and I went to. What happened with that all anyways? Wait, what? Dang it. I read the newspaper about it and... Newspaper? You didn't just watch it on TV? No, I prefer to sit and read it with some coffee. Anyways, like I was saying, they confirmed his death the other day. Really? Wasn't he brought to the hospital? Hell if I know, the article didn't say. All it said was that he was found with multiple stab wounds bleeding out on the floor in his own store. I don't even think they found him until morning, but they estimated he died around closing times. I didn't hear about a hospital and it seems he's dead now regardless. I felt heartbroken. That was the bookstore owner Twyla made me distract. I didn't even hear about his death. That's suspicious. Maybe it's not that kind of twist, but I was just thinking like in the beginning, like the person that's trying to investigate the ish the most is probably the murderer. You know, kind of like the whole heavy rain thing, you know, heavy rain plot. But I don't know. How long ago was it? Did I miss it? Did they have a funeral already? He was so nice to me though. But his store is so empty. Was he all alone in the end? Is this my fault? Does death follow me now? Who's going to be the next to die? Deep in my own thought, I almost tuned out of the conversation, but then I heard another thing that made me snap back into it. Is he even fucking here at all? I haven't seen him, but I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't. Not like he does anything anymore anyways. Denson was always pathetic. Maybe now he's finally realizing that. Denson? That's Twyla's uncle, right? You sure you won't be saying that so loud? What if he's here and hears you? Doesn't matter? Not like we'll get kicked out or anything. Yeah, I guess that's true. I thought it was pretty cruel of them to be talking about him like that. I know I don't know him really, but I can't help but feel bad for him. They're talking so cruelly about him and in his own house. I hoped he wasn't here, and if he was, I hope he didn't hear anything. I can't imagine hearing someone talk about me like that in my own home. Well, actually, oh, is dinner ready? People around me started to leave to the next room. I thought of having to sit at the dinner table with them made me feel nervous. I thought about just staying in here instead, but in the end, I got up and followed them into the dining room. Upon entering, it felt very different from the rest of the house. Twyla's house was classy but colorful, but this room was drenched in white. The only thing to offset it was the brown, long dinner table in the center. And what a long table it was. It felt like the kind you saw in movies. People began to sit. Hastily, I looked for Twyla. On one end of the table, I noticed that Denson was here after all, and he took a seat. I had hoped those talking bad about him weren't near. On the other end, I caught sight of Twyla beginning to pull her chair out. She saw me. I think she must have sensed how nervous I was because she gestured me over to her. Oh, thank goodness. I made my way over there as quickly, but also as politely as I could. I was planning on taking a seat next to her, but a man got there before I did and sat down. So I just took the seat and took the one next to him. I was still in talking distance to Twyla, so I was okay with it. People began to talk, as well people do. And I started to tune out their conversations again. That is until I was brought into the conversation. Bro, is this happening again? Like, are you serious? Are people gonna keep commenting on my looks? She's a bit freaky looking, ain't she? You get used to it. Oh, who, me? Yeah, look at me for a sec. I can't look in those eyes too long. It'll freak me out. Oh, yeah, I would get that a lot. You ever thought about auditioning for a horror movie? I bet they'll do something great with a face like that. Oh my gosh, get me out of here. After all, she can talk to ghosts. Oh, is that true? Is that so? Oh, yeah, kinda. I've only done it a few times, but yeah. Yeah. Really? Show me then. Oh, I can't. You should show him. I think it would be a neat party trick. I would, but it only really works when I'm sleeping, it seems like. Oh, sure it does. Come on, Mary, show me what you can do. No. By this point, the people sitting across from us seemed pretty interested too. I don't know, I mean, that's... Come on, not even for me. Who are you? A poor man with a late mother. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, that was unnecessarily aggressive, but... Like, are you serious? Like, who are you? You are no one to me. I don't care about your late mother. You wouldn't even give him the chance to speak with her again? How do you even know she was here? Is her body somewhere on the premises? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I've seen you do it before. Surely if you push yourself a little harder, you can do it right now. I wasn't sure what to do. Everyone was looking at me. I didn't want to embarrass Twyla or myself. But if I pretend to do it, I'll just embarrass myself further. They'll just think I'm a fake. I don't know what to do. Don't do it. But I have to decide soon. No, we're refusing. I'm sorry, I really can't. There's a certain conditions I need met, and this really isn't a place I can do it. Sure. First it was the blue-haired guy, and now this redhead chick. Huh? Hold up now. You're not talking about Theo, are you? Jeez, Twy. You seem to attract a lot of useless people, don't you? Perhaps I do. Is that why you're sitting next to me then? Youch, got me there. The people who were looking at me before now turned back to their earlier conversations. But they gave me a bit of a snicker before they did so. I could tell they probably thought I was just some crazy girl or something. I wish I could have been a ghost myself right then. Oh my gosh. And I asked Twyla if she could call her driver for me again, or at the very least, where the closest bus stop was. I hoped I hadn't missed my bus back home. Twyla did so, but as I was about to leave, she told me, "Don't embarrass me like that again."
What? Blocked.
Girl, I will block you. You got me all the way messed up. She shut the door behind me. I felt like dying. At the very, very least, I was able to get home safe. This girl fucking sucks, bro. Hi again. You're late again. Another busy day. Yeah, I went to a friend's for dinner. How did that go? It could have been better. I feel like I embarrassed myself. It's something that happens to all of us. I wish I could eat dinner with my parents again. I'm sorry, that's really sad. One day soon. They're safe, right? Not just alive, but they're fed and warm. I believe. What do you mean you believe so? What does that mean? Don't concern yourself with it. Oh, this again. Just as long as I can see them safe again. The day is approaching. Will I see you? You will. Ooh. Good night, Mary. Ooh. Scary. It's been a few days since then. I think Twyla's been doing well in the investigation. At the very least, when I message her about it, she tells me it's fine. Since Twyla hasn't really been the one initiating our conversations, I've been trying to stop messaging her. Leave her alone. Because usually short messages and conversations don't really go further than that. I'm sure she's just busy though. And I know that if she needs me, she'll call me. So I just wait until she needs me. But I've talked enough about that already. Had a nice day by myself actually. Sometimes it's nice to just return to the cemetery for a normal day after so much chaos. I made sure I put on at least one flower on every grave today. Though I haven't talked to any of them. I had considered doing it, but okay. Especially if there's a killer on loose. So I decided I wouldn't do that today. So I fell asleep. And so we're nearing the end again. Until I woke up to the sound of rain. Does the same thing happen if I go Reginald again? I tried dialing Reginald's number, but there was no answer. I tried again just in case. There was still no answer. Wow. Okay, so my only choice is Twyla. I called up Twyla. I heard the phone ring a few times, and then she picked up. She sounded angry, although she didn't sound like she was asleep before I called her. Mary, what are you calling me for? Don't you know what time it is? Yeah, I know. That's kind of my problem. It's a long story, but I miss my bus home and I need a place to stay tonight. I was hoping maybe. Are you serious? Yeah. Oh, fine. But you owe me. Yeah, of course. Please, run. Run as fast as you can away from this girl. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I, I'm in the movie theater. Let me guess. By the cemetery? Yeah, how'd you know? I'll be there soon. Okay, thank you again. Twyla came to pick me up herself this time. By that, I mean she was driving the car this time rather than have someone else drive for her. She was fully dressed, but I couldn't tell if she changed out of pajamas just to pick me up. She seemed a bit annoyed picking me up, so I made sure to thank her again. The drive to her house was silent except for rain. Luckily, there wasn't really anybody else on the road tonight. We got to her house safely. Stepping inside the house, it felt a lot more calm. Like the first time I visited, I definitely preferred this to the liveliness of the party a few days ago. Although I must admit, when there's hardly anyone here, it does feel empty. Twyla's home had less doors and more archways. In passing one, I noticed the TV on. Is her uncle in there? Is everyone up so late? I followed Twyla upstairs to her bedroom. It was my first time seeing it, and it was a bit different than I expected. A lot more cluttered than I thought it would be, I guess. Not overly cluttered, but Twyla never really struck me as the type to collect clutter, but you learn something new every day. Well, here's my room. You'll be sleeping here with me, but I actually have to head back out. Where am I sleeping? Exactly. Really? In this weather? Why? It's a personal matter. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, I see. Okay then. You can borrow some of my pajamas and dresser, and use the shower if you like, and eat from the kitchen. But again, I'm trusting you not to look through my things. Oh, yeah, of course. I'd never. Good. I'll be back soon. And then she left back downstairs, again leaving me here alone. I wasn't sure how long it'd be until she'd be back. I feel weird sleeping in her room without her here. What should I do? Bruh, I don't know, man. Take a shower. You need to take a shower. Oh. Okay. I guess go to the kitchen then. I decided to look in her kitchen. She said I was allowed after all. I headed back downstairs and into the kitchen. It was dark, but I wasn't sure where the light switch was. Was Twyla's dinner party prepared all in here? It seemed like a small kitchen compared to the amount of guests that were here for it. Was dinner really made here? Probably not. Probably best not to question it. If I know anything, it's that Twyla works in mysterious ways. I wonder what she had in here though. I've never really seen Twyla eat besides from the dinner party a few days ago. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Are you serious? I opened Twyla's refrigerator, and to my surprise, there wasn't much at all. Even with that giant party they had? There are no leftovers? Or did they eat them all already? But still, there was a lot of empty space. There was a bowl of cherries, some gallons and bottles of water, and a leftover pizza box? Huh. I checked the freezer too, out of curiosity. There were 2 slabs of meat I couldn't recognize in a tub of vanilla ice cream. Well, if anything, I don't think there's anything I wanted here. I closed the fridge and looked in the pantry, but again, there still wasn't a lot. There wasn't much else in here. I thought about heading back upstairs, but I carried to the living room, TV playing from the next room, and I was playing a familiar voice. I know that game show. Okay, I entered the living room and made my way to the side of the couch, from where Denson had been sitting. I didn't really say hello as I entered, kind of just popped myself on the other side of the couch from where he was. He already knew I was here. It felt kind of awkward to be saying hello so late into my stay. This is Peril, right? Yes. I used to watch this game show all the time with my dad. I was never really good at it, but Dad was. I think he could have won if he got on it. That's so. Yeah. Do you think you'd be good Do you think you'd be good at it? Could be. Not confident I'll come out on top though. Don't say that. I think you could win, probably. You don't know this man. What do you mean? I mean, you have such a nice house. Surely you. Huh? Oh, Mary. Surely you had to be smart and a hard worker to afford it. Sorry, was that rude? You have a point, I suppose. But I don't exactly feel working hard equates to knowing the most popular doll line 9 years ago, or knowing how fast a horse is. Yeah, I guess that's true. My small talk pretty much ended there, and we continued to watch the show in silence, only piping up to guess an answer or two. It was a bit strange, but nice too, in its own weird way. Like a childhood sleepover. Eventually, I heard Twyla come back home again. She walked right past us and straight upstairs. I heard her open the door to her room, stop, and walk back downstairs. Then she joined us in the living room. What are you watching? Peril. You like that show? No offense, but I didn't really take that as something someone like you would enjoy. Alright, and the next subject is graveyards for 300. Hey, you should be good at this one. Oh, maybe. A broken column-shaped headstone is used to represent what? Well, which is it, Mary? Oh, I think that's. Don't give me an answer. Because I have no idea. I don't know. The earlier, that's why it's broken? Because you weren't able to reach a OH. Okay, you're explaining all this, but is that the correct answer? Like how the column was broken before it got to the top? At least that's what I've heard. The contestant answering said something similar to what I said. Oh, well, I was correct. Huh, nice job. Oh, thanks, I think. Alright, let's head to bed now then. I don't want you sleeping in too long tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. Good night, Denzin. Good night, girls. I followed Twyla upstairs into her room again. She had to meet her spare pajamas. I took her up on her off of the shower and headed to the bathroom before I got changed. The bathroom was really clean. Cleaner than mine anyways. She didn't even have any toothbrushes or clutter on the sink. Maybe there was another bathroom they use more often. Taking showers at someone else's house is it's always weird. But the shampoo had a really nice smell to it. Strangely enough, I don't recall smelling this on Twyla ever. Not that she smelled dirty or anything. Twyla always had a cleanness to her, but the shampoo didn't seem to match hers. I got changed into Twyla's pajamas. They fit pretty comfortably, though I expected that since we're two small girls. When I returned to Twyla's room, the lights were already off, but she was clicking away on her laptop. I noticed on the floor she had a blanket and pillow for me. I didn't really want to sleep on her rug, but I wasn't going to argue with her hospitality. I cuddled into it and tried to get comfortable. What are you typing? Nothing. Are you messaging someone? No. Does it have to do with the investigation? That's none of your business. Oh? But I'm helping you, aren't I? Yes, and I appreciate it. But there's parts of it I need to do on my own. Why does it have to be a secret? Wouldn't I be able to help you more if I knew? No. Like I said, I appreciate your help, but I don't want you getting in the way. But what if I knew something? What is going on right now? Something that could help. Something that could point us in the right direction. I already have my direction. I just need proof. You're certain that Reginald really did it? Who? Reginald? The guy you told me to stay away from? Yeah, I know who he is. I'm absolutely positive it was him. How can you be so sure of that? I don't understand how you could be so decisive over it, especially when you don't have any proof. I'll get it. And then you'll know why you shouldn't doubt me. Oh, right then. Twyla, do you want to be a detective? Hmm? Do you want to be a detective? Is that why you're doing this? And working so hard for it? Not necessarily. I just want my city to be clean. Would you want to be a police officer or something then? Oh god, no. Even if the police weren't morons, I still wouldn't want to be part of them. Are you like a vigilante then? What's with all the stupid questions? Sorry. What will we do after we catch him then? What do you mean? We'll hand him over to the police. So that's when the police step in? Yeah, they're the ones who need to arrest him after all. We just need to take care of it until that point. I see. And then? And then what? And then what about after that? What do you mean? There's nothing after that. Be done. That's it? There's nothing else you want to solve? No. You say that as if it's common to chase down murderers. Well, no, I mean, I don't know, our friendship is pretty much built on solving mysteries, so y'all are not friends. What? We aren't friends. We're not? No. I mean, if you want to refer to me as being your friend, that's fine. But it's important you know I don't see you that way at all. I don't plan on talking with you anymore once this is over. You don't? Like, maybe if I need you for something. No, don't hit me up at all. But otherwise, there's no point in continuing this alliance. What? You're not upset by that, right? I thought I made it pretty clear I was just being polite to you. No, I'm just really tired. I think I'll sleep now. Good night. Oh, this poor girl. Had a hard time sleeping after that. It didn't help that I was stuck on her floor either. I did eventually get to sleep, but I didn't feel any better about it in the morning. When I woke up, Twyla was awake too. I don't know if she even slept. She seemed to be in the same position when I went to sleep. I guess she's something of a night owl. She didn't say anything to me as I grabbed my clothes, and left to the bathroom to change. I left her pajamas by the sink and headed back downstairs. I left without saying good morning or stopping for breakfast, and I decided I'll walk my way to the bus stop or something. Even though Twyla doesn't think of me as a friend, I'd like to still think of her as one. Why? She's not a good one. Even if she was. A terrible one, in fact. I'd like to, but she's terrible. It's been a few days since I slept over at Twy's house. Again, I don't get many texts from her. After our last conversation, though, I'm not sure if I want to. I'm probably just being too sensitive, though. I wouldn't say you're being too sensitive. I think you just expected way more out of this situation than she did, and that is an issue that you just have to delve into. Despite this, I actually haven't been too lonely, especially this morning. Crow and I plan to stop and get breakfast together today. Oh gosh. He's gonna find out I've been hanging out with Twyla again, and he's gonna be mad. I kind of hope not, but I feel like don't love the way this is gonna go. I was glad, especially after my last encounter with Twy. It was a nice little pick me up. It helped remind me that not everyone sees me like she does. I went to Planet Dollars. Coven really likes her coffee. I can't stand coffee. I did get something though. We stood outside eating our food by the front window. I think we were going to walk around a bit in some stores, maybe, but we got distracted in conversation. And so then I'm like, what the fuck? You can't just say you're getting food and then not ask as if we want any. And then he starts acting like a dumbass because, well, you didn't tell me you wanted anything. Like, dude, if you say you're gonna get pizza, we all fucking assume you mean for the group. But no, this bitch just brought 2 slices for himself. No, that's trifling. Like, I'm not fucking crazy, right? That was fucking stupid, right? Yes, I can see that being frustrating. If you want, the 2 of us could get pizza tonight instead. Maybe. I don't know though. No offense, Mars, but don't you think you ought to lay off some of the junk food? Huh! I mean, you're eating a donut for breakfast. Oh? Oh ho ho! Where did this come from? If anything, you eat way more junk food than me. And I'm not the one who brought 2 cases of soda and birthday cake flavored ice cream during our last grocery run. Well, well, you got me there. Oh shit, hold on. I'm gonna use the bathroom before we go. Be right back. I'll be here. I watched Croven crinkle his now empty plastic cup in his hands and toss it into the garbage. I could hear the chatter of people inside from the brief second the door was open as he entered. I stood there, patiently waiting for his return. I was about to take my phone out when I felt someone grab my arm. Girl, leave me the hell alone. Huh? Oh my goodness. It's just you. What are you doing here? Mary, what the fuck? Have you been getting my text? Uh, no. I'm sorry, I haven't been checking my phone. I need you for something. Girl, I'm not going right now. Right now? Yeah, I have something I want you to try talking. You wait. You're gonna have to wait. Just like you did at the cemetery. Can it wait? Like kinda. Oh, fuck you. Oh. Oh no. Can we get some backstory now, maybe? Kroven marched right up to us and stood in front of Twyla to prevent her from getting too close. Leave my fucking friends alone, damn it. Nice to see you again, Kroven. Keep my name out of your fucking mouth, you fucking bitch. Crow, please. I tried to shush him. People on the street were beginning to turn their heads our way. I felt my hands begin to shake the more I tried to quiet him down. Sorry, I'll let you hurl insults at me more, but Mary and I have a job to do. Come on, let's go. Wait! Don't you dare fucking go with her. I can't believe I even had to be fucking arguing this right now. Are you fucking serious? Even after I fucking told you about the scum that she is. Let's not waste time, Mary. Unless, of course, you want more people to die. You agreed to help me when I need it, and now I need it. So are you going to keep standing? Hey, you shut your fucking mouth. Crow, I'm sorry, I have to. You have to? It's really important, and I need to help her. Please try to understand. It's something that affects you too. Damn right it affects me. You know what? Fuck it. I'm done. Just fuck off, Mary. Just fuck off. Don't even bother coming home tonight. I warned you about her. And you just, what, ignore it? Am I a joke to you? If you'd rather spend time with her than listen to one person that actually cares about you, then I don't give a shit what happens to you. Don't fucking talk to me again. I tried to reach out to Kroven, tears in my eyes, but he slapped my hand away. Without another word, he stormed off, leaving just Twyla and I there. I couldn't hold back my tears. I tried to hold it in with sniffles, but eventually began wailing. Like a child who just realized they lost their mom in a supermarket. I couldn't stop. I buried my face into my hands and hunched over, crying in the middle of the sidewalk. My throat burned with misery, and the more I tried to calm myself, the sadder I became. Twyla, leave me alone. Actually, you can just not speak to me again. That would be so nice, actually. I think I had felt my heart break. Twyla waited beside me. From the corner of my eye, I can see she was scrolling through her phone, waiting for my breakdown to be done. I'm not going with you at this point. Leave me the hell alone. She has absolutely no empathy. I felt like I would never stop. I was only able to begin to calm down when I felt a headache begin to form. As if that physical pain was just enough to distract me from the emotional pain I felt. And as all cries would begin to settle down, even when it felt like it would last an eternity, I rubbed my eyes and took deep breaths. And I silently prayed that once we caught the butcher, Crow would be able to forgive me. Can we go now? I really despise her. She freaking sucks. Oh my gosh. Are we driving somewhere? The cemetery isn't that far from here. I thought you needed me to talk to a ghost, right? We are. Just get in the car. I was confused, but I got in anyways. The worst Twilight has ever done was make me sneak into places, so she started up the car and we started driving. We passed both of my we passed both my old house and the cemetery on the way to wherever we were going. No. There better be a grave out here. There better be a grave out here, like an actual grave. Before I knew it, the buildings turned into trees and we were driving through a dirt path in a wooded area. The way the sunlight filtered through the trees made it all look very scenic, and it reminded me of the ride to and from the cabin. Hey, Twy? Hmm. Can I ask you something? Alright. What's the relationship between you and Crovin? When he found that I knew you, he became really mad. And just like back there, I never brought him up to you because I didn't know how you feel, but why does he hate you so much? It's nothing really. He and I just have different beliefs, that's all. If you ask me, he's just too childish. No, you need to explain what happened to make him hate you. What was your last interaction like besides this? I think he should really learn to be more mature. To be mature, finally grow up and face the real world. What do you mean by that? And how do you two know each other? Because, I had never even heard him mention you before. And I've known Crovin almost my whole life. Were you like friends with a falling out? How long have you known him? It's not important. Girl, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Tell me, how do you know him? He doesn't like me, and I don't like him. That's all there is to it. I was confused. But before I could ask any more questions, I felt the car begin to slow. It seems as though we had arrived at our destination. Well, I'm gonna end this part right here. So I hope this video was fun for you. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was good background noise. Whatever it was for you, I hope it was mostly positive. And I'll see you next video. Bye!